Good morning, interwebs. It's 11:40. I'm up, I'm around. Last night I didn't say goodnight because I had a kid come, I think growing pains. I don't know. I hated having growing pains as a kid. I used to have them real bad at my ankles forever. My ankles still hurt quite a bit as an adult, so I don't know. But that meant that I went to bed early, though. I went to bed at like 2:30 because I could not remove myself from the bed or the fussing would begin again. So I put myself to bed, went to sleep, but still slept to my normal time. So I slept in today, which is all right. I think I could probably use it. So I slept for like 8-9 hours. Not a bad thing. Okie dokie, I am going to go and film some things and sew some things, and I might pop into a VKN because everyone's outside and that might be fun. Oh, and coffee. Well, it is 3:40 in the morning. Hey, you're sitting in a different place. Like how I changed things up. The lighting's still kind of low, but that's just the way it is in the house, and I don't want to ruin my night vision by turning on too many things. I just got off a VKN, like, I don't know. Well, I guess I've been off for about 40 minutes, watching a few YouTube videos. I'm about to go do a little bit of sewing. That was my tea. Anyways, was it a good choice to stay up this late talking online? I'm gonna go with yes. Is it a good choice to laugh till my face hurts again and talk to adults? Yeah, probably. It was an enjoyable evening. I think I got on to the VKN around 10:30. I got on after the kids went to bed. So, I mean, I guess that was like 5 hours, but I did a whole bunch of work on my sweater while I did it. I actually was working on the back of my Lodge sweater, the one that I'm making out of the Dalmatian colorway, that is not black and white, but rather gray and black. And yeah, then I forgot to put in the sleeve increase. So I went like 4 or 6 rows too far, so then I frogged that out. Then I go and I do it what I thought was right, but I was only half paying attention because I was talking to people. So I only did the increase on one side instead of on both ends of the rows. So then I had to pull it out again. I started trying to put it back in. I was like, no, I'm done with this. So that's going to wait till tomorrow, and I'll put the increase in before I try and do it while talking to anybody again. And then I uploaded the vlog. This afternoon, we had 4-H today, which I thought we were all set. Like, previously, my daughter and I had already discussed what she needed to get done for it. That seemed good. Then it occurred to me while we were eating lunch, like, hey, is this the January meeting? Because we have to bring snacks in January. So I pulled everything out. I was like, we have the stuff to make homemade Chex Mix. So I go and I pull all of the stuff out. It's all on the counter, about to start making it. And I'm like, I'm going to check Facebook real quick just to make sure. I don't really go on Facebook, and I'll tell you why in a minute. So I go and I check, and there's a list saying that yes, we are bringing snacks today along with another family. I check, and there is a message there saying that we are bringing snacks today along with another family who had said that they were going to bring commercial Chex Mix. There's a little bit left over that we ended up with. So I was like, oh no. Well, now what are we going to do? Well, we had stuff to make another batch of Rice Krispie treats that we had bought for my birthday. So we'd only made one batch. We had enough to make 2. So we made a batch of Rice Krispie treats. And we had a whole bunch of wassail that we had bought at Aldi the other day on clearance. Instead of being like $3 a bottle, it was on sale for 78 cents, which is amazing. And it's so tasty. So took wassail and Rice Krispie treats. But in the process of signing out of Facebook, I saw that I had a Facebook message from a customer of mine who had gotten some stuff I crocheted a custom order for them for Christmas. That was basically like, hey, my friend saw the thing you made me. Where'd you get the pattern? And I was like, I don't know. It felt really rude to me. Am I wrong? Like, I get that I share patterns with y'all, but this is kind of a businessy thing in a way. Like, when I talk about patterns on the podcast, it's like part of my whole Cooked by Happenstance. It's not like saying, hey, I don't want to buy another one of the things that I bought. Can you tell me how to have someone make it for me for free? Which is kind of what it felt like. So anyways, I messaged her back and I was basically just like, hey, this might sound bad, but being as I make these things for a business, even though it is not my pattern, I prefer not to share the pattern sources. But I was like, but you can find it on the internet. It took me a decent amount of looking, but you can find it. So if she really cares, I mean, it's not a huge amount of looking, but you can find it. So I figure that'd be okay. And then of course I was anxious for a while about how she was going to take it, because I recognized that perhaps that could come across as really rude, but I also didn't feel like the request was particularly, I don't know, it bothered me. It kind of reminded me of the people that come into my craft booth and basically just ask me how to make the thing and then leave. And not in like that I want to know how to do your craft kind of ask, because that part I am all for, like wanting to bring more crafters into the fold and like teaching people like that part I'm all on board with. But when it feels to me like an undercutting of my livelihood portion of it, then it bothers me. I don't know. Anyways, but no, she replied back and was just like, hey, I can respect that. Thanks for being honest. So ultimately it wasn't bad. But of course I get the message before we leave for 4-H. And we had the whole rigmarole with like getting things together and stuff, because apparently I'm poor at planning things. And then we come home and I did have an okay response from her. But that is why I don't check Facebook, because Facebook brings nothing positive to my life. Like, I can maybe count on one hand the number of times I've opened up Facebook and been like, oh boy, that's great. And I can count on many hands the number of times I've opened up Facebook and it has ruined my day. And not in the sense of like I know you can curate who you follow and whatever, and it's not that I follow people who have differing political beliefs or differing whatever that like bothers me. It's just more the way that all the people that are on Facebook are people who live locally to me, basically, and it just tends to only cover stressful, like, local life situations. Even other things that I think seem stupid and not stressful to other people, they are stressful to me. So, I don't know. Anyways, I'm gonna drink this cup of tea. Again, we're having constant comment tonight. This is my second tea bag full of tea, so like my third or fourth glass. And I'm going to go and finish chasing bugs away from my face, finish sewing bags for my update. I have one more bag to finish sewing. I also cut the fabric tonight. I cut up Steve's old boxers that I'm going to make into a project bag for myself, and so that was fun. It's a little sad. I made those boxers, oh gosh, I was a junior in high, like 2002 maybe? So they're 15 years old. And he wore them till, I mean, like the last 3 or 4 years. So I'm very attached to these boxers. I think it sounds really dumb when I say it out loud, but yeah. So I'm gonna make a project bag for myself so I can carry them around all the time. They have chickens and eggs on them, because I thought that was a good thing to make for like a 17 or 18-year-old boy, with some boxers with some chickens on them. Anyways, little did I know the life it predicted, huh? Okay, going to go and do some sewing. And then I'm going to go to bed before 5. Because I think that would be good for me. But I did have another really good night. So I think I'm going to say that I made good choices. I'm going to try not to be on as late again tomorrow night. But I will probably try and talk to people again tomorrow. Because it's, I think currently this week, it is a good thing for me. We'll see what I think next week. But so long as it continues to make me feel good instead of bad, it shall continue. As with many things in life. But this tea is definitely going to make me feel good and all warm, and it's nice in the house tonight. It is lovely. So I just need to go put some more wood on the fire so it stays that way. Do a little sewing, go to bed. And I will see you all tomorrow. Nighty night.